Justin Trudeau is back on the news, and this time he's getting even more smoke than he got during the G20 summit. This one is titled Canadian House of Commons Speakers Honor Man Who Fought for the Nazis. I'm ready. Let's get to it.
I gotta be honest. This next story we're going to talk about here, on my bingo card of things that we were going to talk about in the show in 2023, this was nowhere to be seen. But we're going to talk about it.
He had a bingo
This
card
past
today.
Friday in our House of Commons, an incident took place that a lot of the country here is talking about, so are we. The Speaker of the House apologized after the fact for honoring a Ukrainian veteran who it was later revealed fought for the Nazis in World War II. Now, this was Volodymyr Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, coming to our House of Commons in a fairly high-profile event. Speaker Anthony Rota invited this person, 98-year-old Yaroslav Hunka. Hunka was portrayed as a war hero. This is the standing ovation that happened across party lines. Everyone got up. Cameras really didn't go to this person in the balcony, but you can see the reaction there, standing ovation.
That's the man right here. I don't know if you guys see him, but the one in the suit right here. And why didn't he say anything?
It was later revealed he fought for a voluntary unit under Nazi command in World War II, responsible for the killing of a lot of Jewish people. The Speaker has since apologized, says he takes full responsibility. As you can anticipate here, the outcry has been incredible on this, with good reason. Today's House of Commons will be interesting. I want to go around the horn on this because I'm still trying to process what exactly this was here. Tammy, where are you at on this?
Well, a lot of groups as well are looking for answers. How could this possibly happen? How are you acknowledging someone who you obviously haven't completely done a background check on? I think that...
Completely? Probably didn't do a background check at all. Not even completely. At all.
I think that to have them invited, period, is one thing, but to be hailed as a hero, Ukrainian hero, and a Canadian hero on top of it, I think is just a mistake I hope will never happen again. There have been statements that have been put out since then from both the Prime Minister's office as well as the Speaker's office. And the Prime Minister's office saying they had no idea. It was up to the Speaker to invite whoever they want. And they had no idea, and they denounced it, of course. And the Speaker also taking full responsibility for this in the meantime. But maybe this is a gap that will now be bridged, that you know exactly who is coming in when it comes to an event of this magnitude.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Tam. And somebody had to know. You know what I mean? How does this slip through? You got to do the background checks. You have a lot of people that are involved in this. You may have interns that are working there that are trying to learn about this government, the House itself. Get somebody to do a check. And everybody that's doing the applause is under the impression that this is a hero. So I don't fault anybody for applauding, because if that's how it was presented to me, I'd be standing on my 2 feet as well if I'm able to and cheering for somebody, if that's how it's presented. But you got it. People, left hand, right hand, talk to each other.
Yeah,
there needs to be some sort of checks put into place.
Yeah.
And somebody.
Some people are asking, how did he come to Canada in the first place? They want to even send him back so he faces the law. People are asking that. Let me know what you think of that question. Do you think he should still face the law at this point?
Did not do that very well.
And, there are silos that exist, but this can't be one of them. I mean, I think if there's going to be someone honored to that magnitude in the House of Commons, it seems like this is something that our ultimate leader should have an awareness of and have a sort of approval of to some degree. And I was seeing some tweets when this was sort of happening, or as this came out, from people who were there within the House of Commons and saying, this was at the end. We had a long day, and we were up applauding, thinking exactly as you said, this is fine. And now they're saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is something. They're just.
Oh, they probably feel
embarrassed is not the right word. It's not big enough
for them. Yeah,
exactly. So it put a lot of people, including the country, in a very difficult position.
Yeah, I'm trying to put myself in the place of an MP who really didn't know who this person was. From Anthony Rota's writing, by the way, for those who are wondering. I'm trying to put myself in there. I would be seeing a lot of shades of color today. I have to be honest with you. Here's what I think should happen today. Anthony Rota as speaker needs to step down. That's a mistake I'm not going to let go. He needs to step down. Secondly, the Prime Minister's office that had passed the buck on this in every statement I've seen. I need like a 5 to 10 minute explanation from the Prime Minister today on this. Nothing happens in a ceremony like that without the PMO knowing. Nothing. The Parti Québécois, the Conservatives, Jagmeet Singh, no one has control over that. No one else has control over that. That's our Prime Minister, that's the Prime Minister's office, they're running that too. So I want an explanation from them, because that's ridiculous. Point 3, Google stuff. People around North America, within 3 minutes of that happening, went on Google and figured it out. I don't know what's going on in our nation's capital right now, but I've had it. And to everyone in the Liberal Party, I'm going to take a different route here. October of 2025 is scheduled to be our next election in this country, okay? I know there are people running the federal Liberals, and it's not just a cliche, you know, in the mahogany rooms with the cigars and the brandy who actually run things in that party. To all the people in that party, you are going to become third-party status in this election if this stuff keeps going on. This is an insult to a lot of people in this country on the eve of Yom Kippur. This happened on the eve of one of the holiest days on the calendar for a lot of Jewish people in this country. This is unacceptable, and stuff has to happen. And I don't want to see people hiding behind statements today. This is ridiculous.
Is he Jewish? Because he's a madman. I think he might be. Yeah, so this, he really understands.
Okay? I come out here and I rip on conservatives a lot. I can't let this go. This was lazy. This was ridiculous, and it put a lot of people in a bad spot, including Volodymyr Zelensky. I can't believe that took place, and there needs to be repercussions for that. With that said, hopefully, Tam, hopefully, Meredith, hopefully, Devo, we see some real sincere apologies and action today. I don't need just the apologies. There needs to be action today. This is an international embarrassment for this country in a big moment, and there needs to be repercussions for that. Needs to be repercussions. Then we'll follow up.
I just want to say, when you mentioned the international embarrassment, it is something that has been picked up by news agencies right across the world. Absolutely. My timeline
That's
is full.
true.
You say
I got the news first from, I think, Hindustan. India. That's where I watched it. That's where I saw the news first.
Google, if you type in House of Commons Canada, you are getting amounts of articles from international places.
And you're so right, Sid, right on the eve of one of the holiest times.
Can you believe
on
that?
My calendar. No,
Can you believe that?
Yeah, yeah.
Google it. It's 8:55. You're watching BT. More after this.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to apologize. They'll just make a statement, because they don't apologize. They make statements and they'll try to seem all nice. They're not going to fire the MP. I know that for a fact. All these things, you know, the thing that happens in the world, we've seen more and more these days, especially, people don't get held accountable for what they do. It's going to trend for a week and two. After that, people will forget, because there's going to be something new happening. There's going to be something new happening. I think last week or last 2 weeks, Trudeau was under smoke for the G20 summit, the Khalistani movement. He was under smoke for his private jets, and you know, people said he was embarrassing Canada in the G20, and people wanted a statement from him. Who's talking about that today? Nobody, because there's something else trending. Next week there's going to be something else, and people will forget about this. So I'm just saying the truth. Nobody's going to be held accountable. I don't think so. Well, let me know what you think. If you want to add or share or correct anything in the video, please feel free to do so. With that being said, is the end of this one. Smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.
I made this bed on my